This easy 3-day cleansing treatment will remove fat, toxic waste, and it will detoxify the entire body. So far, all of us have probably heard of the negative impact that processed food has over the health. But, unfortunately, not everyone takes this seriously in their hands and opts for dietary choices. Moreover, people cannot even recognize the signs that its body sends when it is in a serious need of toxins flush out. The following signs are the commonest ones that the body shows when it needs a detox. Constant fatigue might be a result of some hormone disruptors. Constant weight gain: if you exercise on a daily basis and cut down on calories, but still you are not losing an inch, then it's more likely that you have a toxic accumulation in your body. Bad breath, an indicator that liver tries to eliminate the bodily toxins on its own. Constipation, accompanied with tiredness, pain, and sensitivity to scents. Skin issues like rashes and acne, muscle pain. The following 3-day detox method, which we are about to show you in today's article, will detoxify your body and lower the unhealthy cravings, as well. 2 days before you start this method, eliminate all of the dairy products from your usual diet, because these products are pretty hard to be digested. In addition, they make it difficult to the lungs to be cleaned from all of the toxic waste which is found in them. This treatment purifies the intestines from harmful toxins that can lead to constipation. In order to avoid this, drink 1 cup of herbal laxative tea one night before you start the treatment. The next morning, drink 1 glass of lemon water, which is made of lemon juice and ½ cup of water. Lemon water can act as extremely powerful alkaline agent that promotes the regenerative process in the lungs. As soon as you have your breakfast, drink pineapple juice, or grapefruit juice, and 1.5 cups of water. Both juices have content of antioxidants that improve the function of the digestive tract. Then, before lunchtime, drink 1 cup of carrot juice, since carrots are extremely rich in beta-carotene, that increases the amount of vitamin A in the body. Next, prepare a beverage which is rich in potassium by juicing sea greens, carrots, celery, spinach, and parsley. Potassium, when taken in liquid form, is going to support detoxification. Drink 1.5 cups of it. An hour before you have dinner, drink 1 cup of noni juice, because it acts as powerful mucus cleansing tool and affects the function of the respiratory tract in a positive way. Before going to sleep, drink 340 milliliters of fresh cranberry juice that is rich in antioxidants that destroy bacteria in the lungs and purifies the urine. The following 2 days, repeat the same procedure. This easy 3-day cleansing treatment will remove fat, toxic waste, and it will detoxify the entire body.